wraps up the On Deck show built by Menards from Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Get you set for the opener of this 4-game series. Brewers trying to exact a little bit of revenge against the Cardinals, who took 3 out of 4 at Miller Park over the last weekend. And now the Brewers trying to do the same thing here on the road. Don't forget, you can take a quick trip down Bernie's Slide at Miller Park, courtesy of Quick Trip. To enter, go to QuickTrip.com/slide. That's QuickTrip.com/slide. Light Major League Baseball schedule tonight on the Monday. But in American League ballparks, Toronto has an early 2-0 lead against the Yankees. That game is in the bottom of the 4th in the Bronx. Ryan Goins with his 2nd home run of the year for Toronto. Baltimore and Boston, 0-0. Top of the 4th, that's Dylan Bundy against the American League Cy Young Award winner from a year ago, Rick Porcello. Detroit is out to a 5-1 lead at home against the Cleveland Indians. That game is in the bottom of the 3rd. Tyler Collins has hit his 2nd home run for Detroit. Texas will be down in Houston later on tonight, while the Kansas City Royals are at home against the Chicago White Sox. And the lone interleague game today, Tampa Bay trails in Miami by a score of 1-0. Wei-Yin Chen making the start for Miami. He's got a 1-0 lead. From National League ballparks, Pittsburgh with a 1-0 lead against the Cincinnati Reds in Cincinnati. Andrew McCutchen has hit his 4th home run of the season for the Pirates. The Mets, boy, they have been decimated by injuries. They are currently tied with Atlanta, down in Atlanta, 1-1, bottom of the 3rd inning from SunTrust Park. Michael Conforto has hit his 7th home run for the Mets. Ender Inciarte his 5th for Atlanta. Philadelphia and Chicago, they are currently in a rain delay down in Chicago. And the late game tonight will be a good one. Clayton Kershaw goes for the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Giants will send right-hander Johnny Cueto to the mound. That'll get going at about 9:10 Central Time. That's a look around Major League Baseball today. Again, a light schedule on a Monday. Brewers and the Cardinals getting their rivalry renewed here in the gateway city of St. Louis. It's Michael Wacha making the start in the opener for St. Louis. And the Brewers countering with Zach Davies. He's been real good against the Cardinals in the past. Well, with the play-by-play of tonight's action, here's Bob Uecker.
All right, Jeff, thank you. And this broadcast, once again, is authorized by the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club, intended solely for the entertainment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast or other use without the expressed written consent of the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club is prohibited. A reminder about our 5-5-5 deal. 5 for you, that's burgers for $5 till midnight tomorrow from all George Webb restaurants, if indeed the Brewers score 5 runs. Easy pickings. Walk all set. Opening pitch is a swing and a miss by Jonathan Villar, and we are underway.
7-15. Temperature is 50 degrees, 50.
1 strike. And the pitch. Down low on Jonathan. 1 ball and 1 strike now. It is 50 degrees in St. Louis. Been overcast all day. A lot of rain early today. And the pitch. It's too low again. 2 balls and a strike. Coming in here yesterday on the Brewers charter. A lot of water around Missouri, St. Louis. Devastation in some areas. Swinging a foul back. It's 2-2. Highways and roadways are closed in some of the smaller towns and areas around St. Louis. They've had a lot of bad weather here. And the pitch. Villar slaps another one foul. It's still 2-2. Yeah, a lot of tough scenes around the St. Louis area. Families driven from homes. Just a lot of water damage. Villar, a swing and a foul again, popping away from Molina. Grichuk, Fowler, and Piscotty. That's the St. Louis outfield tonight. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jericho Diaz, Wong and Carpenter, and the pitch. That is a strike. VR caught looking. He knew it. One up and one down, and Eric Thames is coming up. In there at 345 with 11 home runs. He has driven in 19. He is the club leader in both departments. And the pitch. It is in there. Strike one call. On one on the left-handed batting Eric Thames, and the pitch. In tight, thigh high, even now at 1-1. Michael Walker on the season has 1-2 and lost 1. Here he comes again. In tight again. 2 balls on a strike. The Brewers have had problems with Walker. 4-0 lifetime. That covers 7 games, 6 times as a starter. Swinging a fly ball, hit to left field. Easy play for Randall Grichuk. There are 2 up and 2 down, and here is Domingo Santana. Five home runs for Domingo Santana. He's driven in 12. Batting average of 195. That one drops a little bit low off the outside corner, and it's ball 1. Winding, here comes Walker, and that one is too low. Off speed, it's 2-0. From the windup, that's a swing and a miss. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball at 94 from Walker. He's a hard thrower. And the pitch. That's a strike. Knee high on the inside corner, right back at 94. New sign Molina. Here it is. Inning over. Strikeout looking. That's it for the Crew in the top half of inning number 1. Cardinals coming up, 1 half complete. Brewers nothing. And the St. Louis Cardinals coming up next.
Truck drivers. Schneider, an industry leader since 1935, is hiring drivers now. Search all
Pests go away.
Wouldn't it be cool if you could buy something, and then if it turns out later you didn't need it, you get your money?
Brewers baseball on News Radio 620 WTMJ.
Aledmys Diaz will follow, and then Matt Carpenter. Zach Davies opens up with a fastball swing and a miss. 0-1, Potawatomi Hotel and Casino pays Big 21 contestant Rita Lasky from Milwaukee. Here comes Zach. A little low off the inside with a fastball. It's 1-1 now. Total score tonight winds up at 21. $5,000 to our winners. An extra 5 in reward play if you are a Firekeepers Club member. Zach Davies deals again, and he dropped one in there on Fowler. Ball 1 and strike 2. Cardinals center fielder. Here comes Zach Davies, and a little high, just missed. Ball 2 and strike 2. Fowler at 234 with 4 home runs. Swinging a foul, popping away from Manny Pena. Ball 2, strike 2. Brewers with the overshift for Fowler. Thames, Broxton, Santana. That's the Brewers outfield tonight. Here comes Zach Davies. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Sinking fastball takes care of Dexter Fowler. Here is Aledmys Diaz, the shortstop. Complete details at BrewersRadioNetwork.com to enter our Potawatomi Hotel and Casino A's Big 21 contest. Zach Davies, one strikeout for him, and here is Aledmys Diaz, right-handed batting Cardinals shortstop. Davies right down the middle, strike one called. Diaz batting at .217, and the pitch. A little bit high off the outside. It's even now, 1-1. Manny Pena sitting right down the middle, swinging a line drive, foul to right. Ball one, strike two. Davies now with 23 strikeouts on the year. Trying to win his third of the year. He's won 2 and lost 2. And the pitch struck him out swinging. Low inside fastball at 90, and that takes care of Diaz. He has faced 2 and struck out a pair. And here is Matt Carpenter, Cardinal first baseman. Very windy in St. Louis today. Big time. Out of the west, southwest. And the pitch. 1 ball and no strikes. Tomorrow's forecast does not look very good. Rain again. Wait and see how things turn out. That one's in there on the inside corner, and it's even. 1-1 on the left-handed batting Matt Carpenter. Now they've had tornadoes, ugly weather around here too. The pitch. Check swing, and he held. 2 balls on a strike. Left-handed batting Matt Carpenter. Here comes Zach, dropping one down low, and it's 3-1. Carpenter is 5 out of 13 lifetime against Zach Davies with a home run. 3-1 delivery. Here it is, and he walked him, and the Cardinals get the first runner tonight. After a couple of strikeouts, Davies walks Matt Carpenter, and here is Jed Jerko, the third baseman. Jerko off to a good start, .333 with 4 home runs, driven in 8. Without a base hit against Zach Davies. Now the pitch. Swinging and a base hit to right. First time up, single. Here's Randall Grichuk. I was looking at Grichuk's totals. He's yet to come up with a base hit. Jerko has now 8 base hits against Zach Davies. Hit him well. 8 out of 11, including a home run. Davies' lifetime against St. Louis is 2-0, including a win this year in that opener at Miller Park. And the pitch. Curve is a little bit low and outside, and it's ball 1. Davies got the opening win in that 4-game set at Miller Park. Cardinals came back to win the next 3. 2 on and 2 down. Zach Davies. Here he comes again, and that one dropped low off the inside. It's 2-0 now. Stephen Piscotty. .229 for the Cardinal right fielder. Too low, and he's now taken him 3-0. Yadier Molina is due next. Do you green light him here? 3-0, 2 outs with 2 men on. Pena sitting down low and away, and the pitch right there on the outside corner. It's 3-1. Piscotty's got a pair of home runs. Driven in 11. Batting .229. Here comes Zach. Too low, and he walked him to load the bases. He has walked 2, struck out 2, and now faces Yadier Molina. Molina in there for the first time tonight at .268. He has 1 home run and has driven in 8. Got the first 2 via the strikeout route. Since then, a walk, a base hit, and another free ride. Right-handed batting catcher waiting. Here comes Zach Davies down low and away, and it's ball 1. Davies says, give me a new baseball. Put in play by home plate umpire Brian Gorman. Dan Iasonia is working at first. Mike DeMiro works at second base. And Trip Gibson makes the calls at third. 1 ball and no strikes. Here it is. Molina sends one into right center, playable, and caught, and the inning is over. Easy play for Keon Broxton. No further damage for Zach Davis. Cardinals get nothing. They had a hit, and they leave the bases loaded. The second inning is coming up. Brewers nothing, Cardinals nothing.
So, I was going to get a new Samsung Galaxy S8 and treat myself, and then US Cellular was all, Brad, just switch and get it for free. And I was like, for free? And they were like, for free. And now
201,338, $1 million, 1 in 11,688,054, $50,000, 1 in 913.
MJ.
Brewers on the bat here in the second inning. Travis Shaw will lead things off against Michael Walker. And the pitch. It is in there, strike 1 called. 90 miles per hour on that sinker. Travis Shaw missed a couple of days with that hand injury after being hit by a pitch. Takes again. Good for a strike. 0-2 now. Walker struck out a pair in the first inning. 2 strikes on Travis. The pitch. Little low off the outside. Ball 1 and strike 2 now. New sign Molina. Here he comes again. Too high on Travis. Walker, a big right-hander. 6'5". He along with Adam Wainwright. 2 very big right-handers. The pitch. Low and away, and he's taken Shaw full now, 3-2. Iowa City, Iowa. Native Michael Walker. Trying to win against Milwaukee for the 5th time without a loss. The pitch. Bouncer hit to short. Aledmys Diaz with a nice backhanded play and throws out Travis Shaw. 1 up and 1 down. He's retired 4 in order. And here is Manny Pena, the catcher. Pena at .375 with a home run and 6 driven in. 7 or more runs in any inning for the Crew is a Menards big inning. That would make Butch Koenig from Phelps, Wisconsin. And the pitch. In there on Pena, knee high. Any of our winners receive a $1,000 Menards gift card. Visit any participating Menards store to enter. Here he comes again. Pena fouled one back. 2 strikes and nothing on Manny. Wind tonight blowing out towards right field. And the pitch. It is down low off the inside. It's ball 1 and strike 2. Folks still making their way into Busch Stadium. One ball, 2 strikes. A sea of red here in St. Louis. Swinging a drive to the left field corner and going to drop for a base hit. Waka made a mistake that time. He got one up on Pena. Looked like a breaking ball or a changeup, and Manny picks up a base hit. Here is Jesus Aguilar. Got to get this guy going. In there tonight at first base with Eric Thames playing in left field. Without a home run yet, Aguilar has driven in 4. Molina the target. Here comes Waka, and he's got the outside corner. It's 0-1. Brewers come in here tonight at 13-13. Cardinals have won 12 and lost 12. The 0-1 delivery. Swinging a bouncer back up the middle. Diaz flips to Colton Wong, and it's going to wind up as a double play. They make them look easy, but they work on them during batting practice every day. Little flip, gloved hand style. Wong was right there, and the relay in plenty of time to double up Aguilar. 6-4-3. Inning and a half complete. Brewers nothing, Cardinals nothing.
Create the perfect outdoor living space for your home with landscape blocks from Menards. An attractive outdoor space adds another stylish room to your home. And whether it's a backyard fire pit, a spacious patio, or a sturdy retaining wall, there's no limit to what you can create with so many styles and options to choose from. Holland Paver Block is great for driveways and is available in 5 colors, just 39 cents each. Now during Menards Spring Catalog Sale.
Save big money at Menards.
For over 75 years, they've known tires and you've known Pops. Now with over 80 locations to serve you. They've been selling and servicing tires on everything from your wheelbarrow to the largest earth movers. Visit one of their service locations for all of your automotive and service needs. Their technicians are ASE certified in alignment, suspension, brakes, and much more. Stop in or visit them on the web at popstire.com. For over 75 years, they've called Wisconsin home. And as they say at Pops, we know tires. And isn't it about time you should know Pops?
This fan update is brought to you by Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. Hit the jackpot with another exciting Brewers promotion. There's another 5-County Friday coming up at Miller Park on Friday, May 12th. All 5-County residents can save 50% on tickets for the Cruise Showdown.
Here comes Zach Davies, swinging and a drive to left. This is going to drop for a base hit. Leadoff single for Randall Grichuk. Colton Wong coming up now. Cardinals second baseman hitting .258. With a home run, he's driven in 9. Left-handed batter. Grichuk will run. Pretty good lead at first base. Zach Davies checks in and deals down low off the inside on Colton Wong. 1 ball and no strikes. Outfield slightly to pull for Wong. Randall Grichuk holding and the pitch. Bouncer hit foul past Aguilar. Even now at a ball and a strike. First of 4 against St. Louis. Wind things up here on Thursday. And hopefully no interruptions. To first goes Zach Davies, and Grichuk back in plenty of time. play 3 under the lights, and then a Thursday afternoon affair. 1-1 delivery. And the pitch. Colton Wong, double play ball. VR, and in plenty of time, the relay from Arcia to double up Colton Wong. Arcia coming across the bag with Gritchick right on him. Michael Walker coming up now. No problem for Arcia, though. I'll tell you what, shortstops or second basemen, for that matter, coming across the bag, and if they want to really make you get down in a hurry, they don't worry about throwing topside. They get down and underneath, and I guarantee you, as a runner, you'll get down in a hurry. 1 ball and no strikes. There have been many who have tried that little slide to second, swinging, and a fly ball to right, and it is going to be caught by Santana. I'm seeing a lot of guys try that. You might try it maybe once, and if you put a slide and upset a second baseman or a shortstop, you might do it one time, but they always remember and they don't forget you. Anyway, the Cardinals go in the second. 2 complete now. Still nothing.
Truck drivers. Schneider, an industry leader since 1935, is hiring drivers now. Search all driving opportunities near you with a quick zip code search at SchneiderJobs.com. Limited time sign-on bonuses, too. Search your zip code now.
Of a traffic accident. Now back to Brewers baseball on News Radio 620 WTMJ.
Jeff Levering.
All right, thanks, Hugh. It is the bottom third of the order. Broxton, Arcia, and Davies scheduled against Michael Wacha. Cardinals with a couple of hits. Brewers with 1. And Broxton trying to get something going with the leadoff man, reaching against Wacha, who's been tough. First pitch on the way. And it's a little bit low. 1 ball and no strikes. Brewers coming in after a 5-5 homestand that spanned 10 games. This one drilled foul, upper deck right side. And the count evens at a ball and a strike on Keon Broxton. And I'm chatting with Jason Lane before the game today. Good to see some of the players that got off the slow starts start to turn it around. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wacha delivers. And it's chopped foul, third base side. It's 1-2. Domingo Santana. A couple of home runs in yesterday's ball game. Hopefully that is a good sign of things to come for Santana. Guys like Broxton and Orlando Arcia, who had a great homestand. 1-2 pitch to Broxton. It misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Outfielders playing straight up for Broxton. Batting average just a shade under 200 at 191. And the pitch. Swing, and he missed it. Molina had it pop in and out of his glove. And Broxton will just turn and walk back towards the third base dugout. Another strikeout for Michael Wacha. That's his 3rd. 1 away in the top of the 3rd for Milwaukee. Here's Arcia. Don't forget, fans, that you can always text the booth, presented by U.S. Cellular. Text the word BREW, B-R-E-W, followed by your name and where you're from, and a question to the number 82783. Have a chance to win tickets to an upcoming ball game. Visit BrewersRadioNetwork.com for more details. First pitch to Arcia, chopped right off a home plate to third base. Jerko's got it, throws low, and it's picked up by Carpenter. 2 quick outs for the Brewers in the 3rd inning. Zach Davies will be the batter. Davies 0 for 6 with the sacrifice this year. Trying to extend the inning against Wacha. First pitch to him. This is high. Ball 1. Wacha only at 35 pitches through 2 2/3 innings. The 1-0 pitch is a strike. Evens things up at a ball and a strike. Chilly night tonight. 50 degrees at game time. Wind has been a problem all day. 1-1. Line to right. It's a base hit. Piscotti comes up, bluffed to throw, and Davies is in there with a knock. First hit of the season for Zach Davies. And despite the shallow right field being played by Piscotti, still no play on Zach Davies. 2-out hit. And Jonathan Villar will be the hitter. Despite the chilly temperatures, Zach Davies, no sleeves, no jacket being run out there. No problem. Here's Villar. Took a called third strike in the first inning. Chokes up slightly on the bat and the pitch. Misses high, ball 1. Getting Walker into the stretch with 2 away. Third baseman Jerko in on the grass. Carpenter not holding Davies at first. 1-0 pitch. Swinging a high fly deep into right center field, and the Brewers are going to take a 2-0 lead. My, oh my, what a shot from Villar. His 4th home run of the year, and it's 2-0 Crew. Little doubt after that one left the bat of Villar. Got the pitch he wanted, fastball right down Main Street, and he crushed it over the Cardinals bullpen in right. Wisconsin Lottery Powerball home run for the Crew. And they've got the lead in St. Louis. Here's Eric Thames, flying to left his first time. First pitch. Swing and a miss. He tried to go back to back. That one got out in a hurry, folks. A loud home run. The 0-1. Curveball misses low. 1 ball and 1 strike. And thanks to Zach Davies' 2-out base hit to extend the inning. 1-1 coming. Swing and a pop-up. Foul. Third base side. Count goes at a ball and 2 strikes on Eric Thames. Telling us that ball traveled 450 feet on a cool night. 1-2 pitch from Walker. Low and in the dirt with a changeup. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Thames. First time the Brewers are seeing Michael Wacha on this season. Made a few starts against them last year. The 2-2. Missed outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Been a tough customer against Milwaukee. Payoff pitch coming from Wacha to Thames. Swinging a tapper, hit right back to Michael Wacha. Fields it on a bounce. Underhand flip to Carpenter at first, and Thames is the final out of this 3rd inning. Damage, though. 2-run home run by Jonathan Villar. 2.5 innings in the books from St. Louis. And the Brewers have a 2-0 lead.
What you need to know for your day with Steve and Eric.
President Trump has suggested raising the federal gas tax. Is that the best way to pay for needed infrastructure? We'll debate it tomorrow at 1:35.
Scafidi and Billstad on 620 W.
Earn competitive pay with an employer that is one of the best company cultures in Wisconsin. Glenroy and Menominee Falls is high competitive pay, excellent benefits, incredible employee perks, multiple.
To learn more.
Today's 3rd inning is presented by Lucky Tiger. All natural shaving products. Shaving.com.
2-0 lead for Zach Davies to work with. Top of the order due up. Dexter Fowler, Ledmies Diaz, and Matt Carpenter at the bottom of the 3rd for St. Louis. First of 3 trips to the Gateway City this year for the Crew. And the first pitch, grounded foul past first base coach Oliver Marmol. And it's 0-1 on Fowler. Struck out his first time up. One of 2 punch outs in that first inning for Zach Davies. Shading Fowler to pull on the infield. The 0-1. Hit foul off the screen. 0-2. Fans plan to be at Miller Park for the Brewers' next 5-county Friday. It's coming up on May 12th. If you're a 5-county resident, your tickets are 50% off for the Crew's matchup with the New York Mets. Reserve your spot today at Brewers.com. The windup in 0-2. Missed high. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Fowler. Hitless lifetime against Zach Davies. 0 for 10 with 3 strikeouts. The pitch upstairs again. Fowler wanted to chase, but held up. 2-2. Jonathan VR about 40 feet into right field as Fowler pops one up in that direction. And VR right underneath it, took 2 steps to his right, makes the catch. Pop up to second base for out number 1. Aledmys Diaz swinging strikeout in the first inning, 0 for 1. Schneider, an industry-leading trucking company, asks you to drive safe. Remember, if you're behind a semi and can't see their mirrors, they can't see you. Safety first and always. Schneider. 2-0 Brewers on the 2-run homer by VR. First one to Diaz. Right in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Adding to their major league leading 46th home run. 1 strike pitch. Cutter on the outside corner for strike 2. Came into this game 3rd in runs scored among big league teams. 0-2 pitch, misses off the outside corner, 1-2. Pretty much go up and down Brewers offense and find them in the top 5 in most statistical categories. The 1-2 misses outside. Another cutter. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Diaz with Carpenter waiting next. Davies shakes a couple of times with Pena. Now is 2-2. Curveball low and in the dirt, and what was 0-2 has now run full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Aledmys Diaz, 2 out of 7 lifetime against Davies. Deep breath by the Brewers right-hander, and he cranks up a full count pitch. Lined into left, a base hit. 1 out single ahead of Matt Carpenter. Drew a walk his first time up, 1 of 2 walks issued by Zach Davies. Told you that Davies has had success against St. Louis. He's only started 1 time in St. Louis at Busch Stadium. Got a no decision last year, September the 11th. 7 1/3 innings, 1 run, 5 hits, and struck out 7. Twice has struck out 9 against the Cardinals in each of the last 2 years. Matching his career high. Also did it against Washington last year. First pitch to Carpenter. Swinging a line drive. Left center. Tough play. Broxton on the move. Dives. He got it. What a play by Keon Broxton. He just took an extra base hit away from Matt Carpenter with a headlong dive in left center. Off the bat, you weren't sure if he was going to be able to make up the ground, but boy, oh boy, those legs, they were flying. Another sensational catch by Keon Broxton in center. 2 away. Runner at first, Aledmys Diaz, and now Jed Jerko steps in. Craig Counsell just applauds that kid's effort in center field day in and day out defensively. First pitch to Jerko. Swinging a bouncer, hit to third. Shaw's got it, makes the long throw across the diamond in time to get Jerko and end the inning. Counsell says he can hit 220. I don't care, just as long as he plays center field like that. Good inning from Davies. Puts a 0 on the board. We head to the 4th. It's 2-0 Milwaukee.
Hey, baseball fans, spend some time perfecting your swing on a getaway to one of the top golf destinations in the upper Midwest. Sweetgrass Golf Club, an award-winning 18-hole championship course. Don't let this golf season slip by. Book your stay-and-play package by calling 877-ISL-GREEN. After golfing 18, treat yourself to a massage or other healing mind-body experience available at the luxurious Drift Spa. Check it out online at islandresortandcasino.com.
Due up for the Brewers in the top of the 4th inning, and they lead it 2-0 against the Cardinals. Smile for every Brewer stolen base. They bag another donation for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Wisconsin. It's courtesy of Delta Dental. Great catch made by Keon Broxton last half inning, potentially taking a run off the board for St. Louis. It may be a big inning. Santana looking to get back in the run column for the Crew. And the curveball from Waka misses down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Santana took a called third strike back in the first. 1 of 3 punch outs for Waka. The 1-0 pitch. Up high with a cut fastball. 2 balls and no strikes. That cutter is a new pitch. The last couple of years from Michael Waka. Didn't have that when he came up. The 2-0. Fastball good on the inside corner. It's 2-1. He came up. He was fastball, slider, changeup. Added that cutter and took him to a new level. 2-1. Inside. 3 balls and 1 strike on Domingo Santana. Just gives him a little bit of a wrinkle to throw to those left-handed batters other than the curveball that's going to go in on the hands. A little bit more velocity, too. 3-1 to Santana. Hit foul down the right field line. Count fills up 3 balls and 2 strikes. First round draft pick in 2012, and he was up the next year. Payoff pitch to Santana. Bouncer, third base side, fair down the left field line. Santana with a big turnaround first. He's going to head for second and make it safely. Ball hit off the sidewall and caromed into shallow left before Gritchick could pick it up. Another extra base hit for the Crew. And for the first time in this game, the leadoff man reaches. And before Travis Shaw hits, 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Brewers Radio Network.
The home of the Packers, Brewers, and Bucks. We are Wisconsin's radio station. WTMJ and WTMJ HD, Milwaukee.
Along with Bob Euchre and our producer and engineer Kent Sommerfeld, Jeff Levering with you from St. Louis. Runner at second, pitch to Shaw. In tight, 1 ball, no strikes. A double by Domingo Santana, his 5th of the year, and another $50 donated to the MAC Fund, courtesy of West Bend, the Silver Lining. 1-0 to Shaw. Ground ball right side. That'll do a job as Wong picks it up, throws to first. Shaw is out, but Santana's at third with less than 2 outs. You're not going to be able to score him in that situation. Get him over. And now Manny Pena's job, get him in. 1 away for Pena. Single to left his first time, and the Cardinals are going to play their infielders in on the grass. Brewers leading 2-0, top of the 4th. Pena with 6 runs batted in on the year. The pitch. Line to the left, a base hit. Manny Pena is going to make a big turnaround first, but he's going to have an RBI. And the Crew's got a 3-0 lead. Manny Pena, 2 out of 2. And now a 7th run batted in on the season. Went right with that pitch, down and out, and laced it for a single. The job well done by Travis Shaw to get the runner over to third base, less than 2 outs, and Pena picks him up. Brewers up a field goal, 3-0. Now it's Aguilar, bounced into a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play in the second. And the pitch. Curveball, strike outside corner. It's 0-1. And when you're going like Aguilar's going at the moment, it feels like every time you come to the plate, you're down in the count. Aguilar hitless since April the 11th, game in Toronto. Starts have been infrequent because of the way that Thames is hit. Throw to first, and Pena just a step off, shuffles back to first base. 0 for his last 17 for Jesus Aguilar, but it's not for a lack of work. He's in there every single day with Darnell Coles and Jason Lane. The 0-1. Chopper softly hit third base side. Jerko's got 1 play. It's to first, and his throw is in time. Manny Pena stops at second base. Aguilar out on a 5-3 ground out. Runner in scoring position for Keon Broxton. Fans, you still searching for that perfect Mother's Day gift? It's only a couple of weeks away. The Brewers have you covered. Bring Mom out to the ballpark on Sunday, May 14th. Brewers take on the New York Mets. The first 20,000 fans will receive a Brewers wristlet. That's courtesy of Boston Store. 2 outs, runner at second. Pitch to Broxton. Curveball, and in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Broxton struck out last inning. 5th man to hit in his inning. The leadoff double by Santana. The RBI knocked by Pena with 1 out. Walker's 1-strike pitch. Misses outside. 1-1. Wind has died down a little bit. Not as gusty as it was when we started this game. One coming from Michael Wacha. Hit foul right side. Threw him a cutter, and Broxton got a piece of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Keon. Had a base hit and a stolen base in yesterday's win against the Atlanta Braves. Brewers finishing that homestand at 5-5. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Changed up on him, and the inning is over. Brewers get a run on a couple of hits and strand one. End of 3.5 innings from Busch Stadium. Brewers leading the Cardinals 3-0.
Lincoln Contractor Supply and Fabic Rents, the Cat Rental Store. 2 names Wisconsin contractors know and trust for tools and equipment, sales and rentals. Your coverage.
The RAV4 Detroit for you. Toyota. Let's go places.
On game day, you don't have to look far for a great tasting light beer. It's brewed right down the street. Less than 1 gram protein, 0 grams fat.
Red's Apple Ale. It's a refreshing beer, plus the crisp taste of apples. Good on their own, but together, even better. Like festivals and live music.
Zach Davies with a 3-0 lead now, bottom of the 4th inning. Stephen Piscotty to lead it off. May the force be with you on Saturday, May 13th. It's Star Wars night at Miller Park. Brewers battle the New York Mets, and all fans in attendance will enjoy Star Wars-themed post-game laser show. First pitch of the inning to Piscotty. Swinging a liner just over the glove of Travis Schatz into left, a base hit. Piscotty with a big turnaround first, puts on the brakes. Good throw by Thames. Leadoff man is on for the 2nd time in 4 innings against Davies. Piscotty with a walk and now a single. St. Louis, their 4th hit. And now it's Yadier Molina. Fly to shallow center with the bases loaded to end the bottom of the 1st. Really the only inning that Davies has ran into trouble. He got 2 quick outs. Walked Carpenter, gave up a base hit to Jerko, walked Piscotty, but got Molina. Certainly a double play candidate in Molina. Bounced into a couple this year. And a throw to first base. Piscotty not too far off the bag. Davies, a courtesy look over at Piscotty, who has yet to take his lead from first base. Now he inches away from Jesus Aguilar as Molina waits. Davies has a sign from Pena at the belt. And another throw to first base. Piscotty back. This Cardinals team does not run very much. Just 13 steals on the year. They've been caught 7 times. Aledmys Diaz, the team leader, with 3. Piscotty's got 1. He's also been caught 4 times. And the pitch. Low and in the dirt. Snapped to a first by Pena. Handcuffed Aguilar. No tag. 3-0 Brewers. 2-run home run by Jonathan Villar in the 3rd. And a 1-out RBI single by Pena in the 4th. Double play depth up the middle with Arcia and Villar. Molina waits. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. On the outside corner. 2-seamer and a good one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Davies has been pitching the ball much better here of late. 5 scoreless innings against Cincinnati his last time out. struck out 6. Got a win against these Cardinals 2 outings ago. The 1-1. Off the outside edge with a fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Came back on the 20th of April, the opener of that series and of the homestand. And if it weren't for one bad pitch to Colton Wong, a 3-run triple, and Davies would have been just fine. Throw to first base, Piscotty back. As a matter of fact, if you look at Zach Davies and his appearances so far, you can trace some of his struggles to one particular inning. Against Colorado, had a 4-run inning in his first start of the year. 1 bad inning against the Cubs. He'd been brilliant otherwise. Just limiting the big inning. That's the key. 2-1 pitch. Chopper, third base side and foul. Right at Chris Maloney, the third base coach. 2-2 on Yadier Molina. Earned run average still a little bit beefy for Zach Davies. Came into this game just over 6.5, but it's dwindling by the inning. You know, when all is said and done, he's going to be just fine. Got that good command. Off-speed stuff has been solid so far. Throw to first again. Piscotty just back ahead of the tag of Aguilar. A little quicker move that time from Zach Davies. Randall Grichuk waiting next. Runner at first. Nobody out. Brewers up 3-0. Davies slowing down the tempo a bit with that runner at first. And another throw. Piscotty back, standing. Badger Mutual Insurance, the heart of your insurance protection for your auto, home, and business. Protect what matters most with people you can trust. Badger Mutual Insurance. Still 2-2 on Yadier Molina. The set, and here he comes. Hit in the air, right field, relatively deep. Santana's there, though, makes the catch a couple of steps in front of the warning track and gets the ball into second base. Piscotty holds at first. Davies wins that battle, and Randall Grichuk is coming up. First of 4 games in St. Louis, and then on to Pittsburgh over the weekend for the Crew. Off day Monday, and then the Boston Red Sox are at Miller Park starting next Tuesday. Interleague showdown. Dustin Pedroia, Chris Sale, and the Sox coming in. First trip to Miller Park in nearly 14 years. Get your tickets by visiting Brewers.com. First pitch to Grichuk. Slider off the plate away. 1 ball, no strikes. Grichuk, a base hit to left. That started the second inning. Was erased quickly on a double play, though. Piscotty out to a big lead over at first. Aguilar holding. And a pitch. Strike called outside corner, 1-1. Speaking of the Red Sox, it sounds like David Price is inching towards a return for Boston. High price free agent from a couple of years ago and has had some elbow problems. Avoided surgery, that was the key. 1-1, a swing and a miss at a beautiful changeup. And the count 1-2 on Randall Grichuk. Good throw on bullpens, got himself up to 60 pitches, and it sounds like the next step is going out on a rehab assignment for David Price. Brewers more than likely won't see him next week at Miller Park. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Throw to first. Not in time. Pena trying to backpick on Piscotty. He was just able to get back in time. It's a strikeout for Davies, his third. Runner still at first base for Colton Wong. Another great changeup from Zach Davies. And Grichuk's struggles against Davies continue. He's now 1 for 10 lifetime against the Brewers right-hander. Here's Wong, bounced into a double play back in the second. 26th double play turned by the Crew on the year. In this, the 27th game of the year for Milwaukee. Davies looking over at Piscotty, inches off the bag. The pitch to Wong. In tight with a fastball, two-seamer, 1 ball and no strikes. Davies would love to get Wong right here and the inning and then have the pitcher's spot to lead off the 5th. He's next, Michael Wacha. Davies delivers. And a strike on the outside corner, two-seamer. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wong just 2 for 12 lifetime against Davies. Both of his hits extra base hits, a home run. And as mentioned, he had the 3-run triple back in Miller Park 10 days ago. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 called. Burn that outside edge. 1-2 from Davies to Wong. Brewers with a 3-0 lead. They've scored in each of the last 2 innings against Michael Wacha. Davies sets and deals. And it hit him. Throw him a cutter on the inside edge, and Wong just stuck his knee out and got plunked. Davies was trying to go in tight on him, but not that tight. That one just got away from him, and he turned away from it. Hit him right on the backside. So Wacha won't lead off the 5th, but he could be the last out of the 4th. And that's what Davies' hope is now. 2 on with 2 out for St. Louis. Wacha fly to right his last time. He's 1 out of 7 as a hitter. Not a very big crowd in St. Louis tonight. Chilly May 1st. The pitch from Davies, a swing and a foul, and that one took a bite out of Manny Pena behind home plate. He is down on his knees, mask off, and he is hurting. Dan Wright, Brewers trainer, out to go check on Manny Pena, and that one is going to hurt for a bit. Still down is Pena. Manny still hunkered just a bit. He's on his knees. His head not on the dirt as it was just a couple of moments ago. He took the mask off and the skull cap off. But now Manny Pena sitting up a bit and trying to get to his feet. And now standing with Brewers trainer Dan Wright. Bends over at the waist once again. Just trying to get his wind back after taking that foul ball off the midsection. Balls to come down to his stomach. So Pena back in there, gutting it out. 0-1 on Michael Wacha. Davies ready to go. Runners at first and second. The pitch. Right in there. Strike 2. Brewers with that 3-0 lead. 2 men on for St. Louis. Wacha down to the count 0-2. Davies ready. Here it is. Curveball up and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Inning started with a Stephen Piscotty single to left. Molina flying to right. Grichuk struck out. And then Wong hit by a pitch with 2 strikes. Wacha waits. Here it is. Bouncer foul up along first and just past the first base coach Oliver Marmol. Walker hanging in there, making Davies work. He's at 61 pitches now. Had a 23-pitch first inning, did Davies. Hasn't thrown any more than 13 in any inning since. Battling a bit in the fourth. Jonathan Villar playing very deep at second base, about 20 steps into the outfield. Here's the pitch. Check swing and a ball. Very close with a changeup on the outside edge. Count at 2-2. Fowler would be next. Davies trying to take care of Walker. 2-2 coming back. Ground ball right side. VR right there in shallow right. Gloves froze and Walker is out. No runs, a hit, and 2 left for St. Louis. 4 in the books. Brewers lead at 3-0.
Breadsticks, just $1.49. Maple pancake wraps, corn dogs, and nachos, all just $1 each. Yep, this week.
It's 3-0 Brewers as we play in the top of the 5th inning in St. Louis. And sometimes it pays to be a kid. Brewers fans 14 and under can join the Kids Crew presented by U.S. Bank for just $25. Membership includes awesome Brewers gear, 6 free ticket vouchers, and much more. Sign up today at brewers.com/kidscrew. And while you're at it, enroll your children in the Brewers Baseball Academy. It's presented by Quick Trip. It's a week-long camp coming to a city near you. For complete information or to register, visit brewers.com/camps. Michael Walker taking his time in between the innings. Brewers will have Arcia, Davies, and Villar due up in the 5th. The 3-0 lead. Back with the action. Here's Bob Uecker.
All right, Jeff, thank you. Orlando Arcia will lead things off, to be followed by Zach Davies. And then back to the leadoff spot in Jonathan Villar. Well, everybody knows that Usingers and baseball go together. You do, right? Well, other things that are good to do, too. And where you'll enjoy Usinger sausage. Camping, fishing, and especially in Wisconsin. Spring days, summer days, they're all good for Usingers. Famous sausage, it's the taste of Wisconsin. Orlando Arcia is in there. Bounced out his first time up and takes a strike right down Wisconsin Avenue. 0-1 on Orlando Arcia. Walker deals again, dropped one down low off the outside with a breaking ball, and it's even now at 1-1. Brewers with a 2-run third and a single run in the 4th. Here comes Walker, and it is high and tight on Arcia. 2 balls on a strike. Brewers have 3 runs on 5 hits. Too high again. 3 balls and a strike now. Cardinals nothing on 4. St. Louis has stranded 6 in the game. Brewers have left only 1. 3-1 delivery, and it is a check swing foul. That was ball 4. Up and in on Arcia. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Do it again for you tomorrow. 3 night games here in St. Louis, and then a day game on Thursday. And then the Crew heads for Pittsburgh. 3-2, and that's line to right, slicing foul, and back in the seats. Looking at the long-range forecast in Pittsburgh, doesn't look too good either. A lot of rain in Pennsylvania. I don't know what it is about Pittsburgh, but throughout the year, it's not only spring in Pittsburgh, but summertime and the fall. They lead baseball, and inside corner a strike, and Arcia is gone. They lead all sports in games delayed by inclement weather. Of course, football team, they play in anything. Hockey team, they play in anything. Whatever it is in Pittsburgh, it's been that way forever, as long as I can remember anyway. Zach Davies took a strike 0-1. Games that are delayed at the start, Pittsburgh leads by hours. Davies, a big swing and a bouncer to third, and Jed Jerko throws him out. 2 are up, 2 are down here in the 5th inning, and Jonathan Villar coming up with a strikeout and a 2-run home run, his 4th of the year.
Good scenery to look at from the vantage point that we are in at PNC Park.
Each and every day we are handed a parachute, and then you turn it back into the security people when you leave. It's not as high as Washington, though, right?
No. That is the highest.
Nationals Park is really way up there. Talking about the down low and inside on VR. Talking about the broadcast facilities and the press box. Both in Pittsburgh and Washington. Way, way up there. 1 ball and no strikes. And the pitch. In there on Jonathan on the inside corner, and it's even.
Washington even with the light standards.
Yes. That one's really up there. You've got to kind of pay attention. Swinging a foul tip with Molina hanging on. Ball 1 and strike 2. Or pay attention to the monitor, which, I mean, if you watch the game, you can kind of see and tell by the sound of the ball hitting the bat. You know, if it's going to stay in the park or be an extra base hit outside on Jonathan. But yeah, Washington that's way up there. Nationals Park. Here comes Michael Wacha. Inside missing. He shot that corner and just missed. Full count on VR. Up there from the left side against Wacha. Here he comes again, and VR took it down low, and he walked him. 2-out walk. That's the first given up by Wacha tonight. Eric Thames is coming up there now. 0 for 2, a fly ball and a bouncer back to the mound. Nationals leading the East 17-8. How about that game? Was that the Mets and the Nationals? What they scored? 23 runs? Throw to first. VR is back in time.
Anthony Rendon had a decent day.
He had a big day. Yeah. Syndergaard had a bad day.
Yes.
And Rendon had a very good day. Syndergaard, Jeff and I were talking about him a couple of days ago when the Mets wanted him to take an MRI, and he said, nothing doing. I feel fine. He had a bullpen session and said he felt really good and refused the MRI. Well, he took one yesterday. He's got a partial tear. New sign, Michael Wacha. Eric Thames waiting. And the pitch. Runner holding, swinging a liner to right center in the gap. Going to get all the way to the wall, and VR going to be sent home by Eddie Cedar. Here he comes, and the Brewers add one more on a ripping double by Eric Thames. So the 2-out walk to VR, and Eric Thames drills one into right center. Another $50 for the Mac Fund, courtesy of West Bend, the Silver Lining. 20th RBI for Eric Thames. Now Domingo Santana with a chance to knock in a run. He doubled back in the 4th and scored. Manny Pena knocked him in. And the pitch. Swinging and a liner to right center in the gap, and going to be caught. Stephen Piscotty closed the gap out there in a hurry and made a nice running backhanded grab, and the inning is over. took a base hit away. Extra bases from Santana on that one. But the 2-out double by Eric Thames gets the Crew another one. 4.5 are complete now. It's 4-0 Milwaukee.
Fans, it's time for the freebie in the 5th inning contest, sponsored by Master Z's. The 25th caller wins a $100 gift certificate to Master Z's. Call 414-799-1620 right now for your chance to win. Find great deals on patio furniture, outdoor fire pits, pool tables, poker tables.
Option when it comes to ag lenders.
Badgerland Financial.
Cultivating rural life. Badgerland Financial is an equal housing lender, equal opportunity provider.
The 5th inning is served up by Papa John's. When the Brewers win, you win. 50% off regular menu price pizzas the next day when you order online at papajohns.com and use promo code BrewersWin.
Top of the order for St. Louis. Dexter Fowler will lead things off. Diaz to follow. And then Matt Carpenter. Zach Davies working on a 4-hit shutout and opens up with a fastball hit to right. Santana back and makes the catch to retire Fowler. 1 pitch, 1 out. Aledmys Diaz coming up now. Diaz has struck out and singled. Zach Davies with 64 pitches now. Zach has walked a couple and struck out 3. And the pitch. It's too low and it's ball 1. Davies struck out the first 2 in the game for St. Louis. Picked up from... Here he comes again, and the 1-0 pitch. That one's good. Knee high and it's even. Picked up strikeout number 3 in the 4th. When he got Randall Grichuk swinging and a liner into left. This one pretty well hit. It's going to get off the wall and gone. For Aledmys Diaz. That one got out in a hurry. His 5th of the year, and St. Louis is on the board. Eric Thames went back to play that one. It bounced off the wall, over and back into the ballpark. That is home run number 25 for St. Louis, and Craig Counsell is asking Brian Gorman to check on that ball if it got out of here, and evidently whatever Brian Gorman told Craig Counsell, he is satisfied, and it's going to stand. There's an area that runs alongside the left field fence from the foul pole down low on Matt Carpenter and to the Brewers bullpen, which is out in left center, and it's a walkway more than anything else. And the pitch, it's too low and it's 2-0. But anything hit over that fence, I mean, it's going to hit that back wall, that concrete wall, which belongs to the lower grandstands out there, and then bounce back over the fence onto the field of play, and that's what that one did. 3-0 off the outside, he missed. Carpenter has walked and lined to center. Keon Broxton took a base hit away from him. Strike on a fastball, knee high. 3-1 now on Matt Carpenter. 3 home runs for the left-handed batting first baseman. Swinging and a fly to center and very deep. And Broxton at the wall, leaping, and this one is gone. Back to back. No doubt about that one? Broxton gave it a leaping try, and Derek Johnson is heading out there to talk things over with Zach Davies. That was a 3-1 fastball, and Carpenter jumped all over it. Carpenter's 5th of the year. Zach Davies has now given up 5 on the year. He got Fowler on a hard hit ball to deep right to lead off the inning. Then Diaz took him out, and now Carpenter. And here's Jed Jerko. Carpenter coming in tonight. 5 out of 13 against Zach Davies. And the pitch, that's good for a strike. Diaz, 2 out of 6 against Zach. In tight, fastball missing, 1-on-1 now. Carpenter now with a couple of home runs against Zach. And the pitch, swinging, liner, foul to right. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brewers' lead is now 4-2 in the 5th inning. Zach Davies ready for pitch number 75. Here it is. It is line to right center. That's another base hit. Right-hander Carlos Torres is up in the Brewers bullpen, and Zach Davies again with a pitch upstairs, and Jerko jumped all over that one. Now it's Stephen Piscotty representing the tying run. Piscotty tonight has walked and singled. Here comes Zach Davies, down low and away, missed. 1 ball and no strikes. Outfield slightly to right. They play him dead pull on the infield. The pitch, too low, and it's off the outside corner. A little sinker that time at 89. 2 balls and no strikes. Cardinals battling back here in the 5th inning. 2-0 pitch coming. Here it is. That one's in there. 2 balls and a strike. From the stretch. Here comes Zach. It's too low, and it's 3-1 now. Shot that outside corner and missed. Baseball brought to you in part by Henry's Hard Soda, an adult beverage available in orange, ginger ale, cherry cola, and new grape. Henry's Hard Soda. Live hardish. 3-1 delivery. Here it is. Runner holding. Swinging a bullet back up the middle. And there's VR with a flip to Arce on the return to Aguilar. Doubles up. Piscotty on a hard hit ball. Dandy of a play by VR. Backhanded style behind the bag. And then a beautiful flip to Arcia coming across. And they turn it 4-6-3 to end the inning. Cardinals get a couple. 6th inning coming up. It is 4-2 Brewers.
At Sartori Cheese, every award-winning handcrafted cheese wheel begins and ends with the Wisconsin Master Cheesemaker, ensuring the highest standards of quality and artistry. Like Sartori Cheese's dedication.
Travis Shaw will lead things off for the Crew here in the 6th inning. Up by a pair now. Back-to-back home runs from Diaz and Carpenter. Breaks the shutout bid by Zach Davies. Cardinals on the board. Now Michael Walker is a little bit high with a breaking ball. Dan Urban is our contestant tonight in the Woodman's Food Market's home run inning. Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. That one in there, knee high on the outside corner. $50 in our jackpot for a home run here in the 6th. Each additional home run worth another 100. Walker deals, and that one is fisted foul. Got inside on Travis Shaw. Visit any participating Woodman's store to enter. Service and savings, that's Woodman's. 1-2 pitch coming. Here it is, and it's lined foul to left. Back in the seats. Ball 1 and strike 2 on Travis Shaw. Hitting at .250 with 5 home runs. Walker deals again, and Shaw took that one hopper. Change up that bounced in front of home plate. Ball 2 and strike 2. Here's the kick and the pitch. Travis Pfister in the center field of the base hit. Might have broken his bat, but he'll take it. Inside fastball. Leadoff base hit. Here comes Manny Piña's 2 out of 2. RBI back in the 4th inning for Piña, number 7 on the year. 1 on with nobody out. All right, Piña standing in. Walker the stretch. Here it is, and Manny took one right down the middle. Strike 1 on the Brewers catcher. Eddie Cedar sending signs from third. Runner aboard, Travis Shaw. Piña back in there. The stretch, the pitch. Down low and getting away from Molina, and on the second goes Travis Shaw. That'll be a wild pitch for Walker. All right, there he is. Get him over, at least. Runner at second base and nobody out. 1 ball and 1 strike on Manny Piña. The pitch to him. Showing bunt, first base side. It's a beauty. Walker throws to Carpenter. Nicely done by Manny Piña. To third goes Shaw. And Jesus Aguilar. Going to come on now. Sacrifice for Piña. 1-3 if you go along with us. Aguilar now with a chance to get one back here. Infield will come up. Base hit, sac fly. Aguilar tonight has bounced into a double play and been thrown out by Jed Jerko. The pitch. It's a strike right down the middle, and it's 0-1. Four-2 Brewers in the 6th. New sign Molina. Walker is running in. Here it is. Swinging a smash. Knocked down by Jerko. He's going to come to the plate, and Shaw is out there, and it's going to be a double play. Molina put the tag on the sliding Travis Shaw and then fired to first, and Aguilar out by plenty. He was jogging to first. And the inning is over. That's a double play. 5-2-3 to retire Aguilar and the crew here in the 6th inning.
WTMJ News Update. I'm Belinda Babinick. A jury has recommended criminal charges against 7 Milwaukee County staffers over the dehydration death of an inmate who went 7 days without water. State lawmakers are set to vote on nearly a dozen bills designed to combat opioid addiction. Police say a 21-year-old student is the suspect who was taken into custody in the stabbings of 4 fellow students at the University of Texas, one of whom died. Tonight, cloudy, breezy, chilly, scattered showers, low 40. More news and weather after the game.
Has a solid name in concrete.
Well, Zach Davies has left in favor of Carlos Torres as the Cardinals are on the bat here in the 6th inning. Jesus Aguilar bouncing into a 5-2 double play. I don't know if he was shocked that Jerko caught that ball at third base, but he was not running wide open, and they turned the DP easily on the back end to Aguilar. Now Carlos Torres, and Yadier Molina is the batter. Torres is ready, and here it is, and that one's hit in the air to right center and playable for Broxton. One pitch, Molina is gone. And Randall Grichuk is going to be the batter. Grichuk has singled and struck out tonight. Zach Davies tonight threw 81 pitches, 46 for strikes. He leaves with a chance to win it. This one belongs to the bullpen now for the crew. Grichuk is in there and takes a strike from Torres. Torres in his 14th game this year. He's won one and lost a pair. And the pitch, swinging the foul back. 2 quick strikes. One man out here in the Cardinals' 6th inning. Zach Davies with a chance to win it if the bullpen can hold on here. That one missed high and away. One ball and 2 strikes. Torres, new sign. Pena setting up down low and away. That one's lined to the right field corner. It's going to wind up in foul territory. Still 1-2 on Grichuk. Yeah, that double play ball that Aguilar hit. There's a case where a runner, by the old standard, would have a chance to run over a catcher, at least try to score by knocking him over. Instead, you got to lay down, and Molina put the tag on Shaw, and then plenty of time to get Aguilar. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swinging, looping liner, base hit to right. That was a hanger that time. Grichuk, a base hit. Here comes Colton Wong. Wong tonight has bounced into a double play and single. Torres comes in tonight, 15 innings of work. And the pitch. Colton Wong, a swing and a miss, 0-1 on him. ...17 hits now given up by Carlos Torres. 8 runs, only 7 earned. Wong waiting the pitch. Swing and a miss again. 2 quick strikes on the St. Louis second baseman. A home run and 9 batted in for Wong. Grichuk, good speed, draws a throw, and he's back in time. Again, pretty good lead by Grichuk. Torres checks him and deals. Wong, bouncer to BR. Arcia 1, that's all they're going to get. On that fielder's choice ground ball, and Matt Adams is coming on as a pinch batter for St. Louis. Adams in there. Torres deals to him, swinging a foul to the on-deck circle. That one hit right back toward home plate by Dexter Fowler. One strike, 2 outs. Matt Adams representing the tying run for St. Louis. 7 career pinch hit home runs for him. Takes one down low and inside. Even now at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 and Carlos Torres ready. Flips one to first. And Colton Wong back easily. Cardinals own the hit column now, 8-7, trailed by a pair. Torres ready again, and the pitch to Matt Adams. Check swing down low. 3 balls and a strike now. Opener of a 4-game set against the Cardinals. Brewers will be in here 2 more times. 2 balls on a strike. And the pitch, swinging, liner, foul to the lower seats in right. 10 for identification here. This is the Brewers Radio Network.
The home of the Packers, Brewers, and Bucks. We are Wisconsin's radio station. WTMJ and WTMJ HD, Milwaukee.
Back with you once again from St. Louis. 6th inning. Adams waiting. Torres flips to first, and Wong is back again. Dexter Fowler is due next for St. Louis. Right now, Carlos Torres. Here he comes. Bouncer, foul again. That one into the St. Louis dugout. Got him moving in there. And Manny Pena down to talk with Carlos Torres. Made a good pitch on Adams that time. Down and in. And he hit it foul. Ball 2, strike 2 with 2 outs. Cardinals bullpen is busy. A left-hander is up out there. Here it is. Down low and inside. It's full now. Tyler Lyons is up for St. Louis. Matt Adams sitting 3-2. 2 outs. Aguilar dropping behind the runner at first. The stretch. Here it is. Swinging. Liner into right center. This is going to drop. Rocks Braxton on the pickup, and they'll hold Wong at third base. And they've got Wong now in a rundown, and back and forth goes the toss. Way too long. Now Arcia is going to get him finally. And the inning is over. Colton Wong ran through a stop sign at third base. That rundown was too long, but they finally got him, and the inning is over. It'll be a pinch single for Adams. 8-6-2-5-6 on the scoring to Colton Wong. Seventh inning coming up. It's 4-2 Brewers. Bob Uecker here. You don't have to be seated at Miller Park to see what a difference Wisconsin farmers are making. They're producing more corn than ever before while using 40% less energy to do it. Now that's big league production. That means they can feed all those dairy cows, produce 10% of the...
It's easy drinking. It's refreshing. It's what American Lager was born to be. Welcome.
The seventh inning is on. There's a pitching change for St. Louis. And to tell you all about that, once again, here's Jeff.
All right, thanks, Uke. It's Tyler Lyons, the left-hander, making his second appearance of the year for St. Louis. Just 2 innings, 1 run, 1 hit, walked 1, hit a batter, and struck out a couple. A lot of off-speed stuff from Tyler Lyons. Fastball ranges between 89, 91, big curveball, and a changeup. Good inning from Carlos Torres. Couple of hits, but no runs. His spot is due up third. Keon Broxton to lead it off the crew. Corners playing in on the grass. Lyons turns home, and he misses down and in, gets away from Molina. 1 ball and no strikes. Corey Knebel starting to play catch for the Brewers in their bullpen. 4-2 crew in the pitch. Bouncer right back to Lyons. Gloves it, runs halfway to first, and Broxton is out number 1. Keon now 0-for-3, and Orlando Arcia coming up. Ground out and a strikeout today for Arcia. Michael Wacha, 6 innings, 4 runs, 7 hits, walked 1, and struck out 5. Cannot win it. He could lose it. Brewers with that 4-2 lead. Pitch to Arcia. Down and in with a breaking ball, 1-0. Nick Franklin is in the on-deck circle for the Brewers. He would hit for Torres. Arcia just 2 for 14 against the Cardinals this year as the left-hander throws. Good for strike. It's 1-1. Lions out of Oklahoma State. Been up and down between the big leagues and AAA the last few years. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Took some off. 1-2. Lions, who had a rehab appearance with the Memphis Redbirds in AAA. As a matter of fact, pitched against Matt Garza in that rehab appearance. 1-2. Curveball in and out of the glove of Molina. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lions a quick worker. Left-hander ready to go. And the 2-2. Down and in with a breaking ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That's what you're going to get from Tyler. Lots of off-speed stuff. And Arcia just trying to wait it out right now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. And the payoff pitch to Arcia. Chopper foul, third base side. Count stays full. Fans, until May 24th, look for the official entry form in the Century Foods weekly ad and enter for your chance to win a prize in the Ultimate Baseball Fan Experience Sweepstakes. That's until May 24th. Ready to go again is Lions. And the pitch to Arcia. Down and in with a curveball, and it's a walk. Brewers have another base runner. They've had a runner on in every inning with the exception of the first. He went 3 up and 3 down against Michael Walker with a couple of strikeouts, but they've had somebody on base, whether by hit or by walk, in every inning since. Nick Franklin to hit for Carlos Torres. Franklin as a pinch hitter this year, 1 out of 10. Switches around, hits from the right side of the plate against Lions. The set, and a light toss over to first base, and Arcia back standing up. Franklin overall, 3 hits, 27 at-bats. Yet to have a base hit from the right side of the plate, just 0 for 3. First pitch coming. It's down and in. Fastball at 88. 1 ball, no strikes on Nick Franklin. Lions looking in at Molina, now backs off the rubber. Wants a new sequence, and Arcia didn't go anywhere at first base. 1-0 pitch. Hit foul, first base side. A ball and a strike. 71 big league games for Tyler Lyons. 20 of those starts. ERA just over 4. Nearly as many strikeouts as innings pitched. Made his big league debut back in 2013. Made 8 starts with the Cardinals that year. 1 ball, 1 strike on the pinch hitter Nick Franklin. And the delivery. Ground ball, double play ball. Diaz to Wong for 1. Back to first. It is a double play. And Lyons gets out of the 7th inning. No further damage. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. Time to stretch in St. Louis. Brewers leading the Cardinals 4-2.
Wouldn't it be cool if you could buy something and then if it turns out later you didn't need it, you get your money back? Okay, not all of your money, but some of it. A little bit.
Where employee owned. It's Woodman's.
Hi, I'm... For over 75 years, they've known tires, and you...
4-2 Brewers, bottom of the 7th inning, and they'll call upon right-hander Corey Knebel to face the top of the Cardinals' order. 7th inning stretch sponsored by Island Resort and Casino. Schedule your getaway to the island. Enjoy headline entertainment, 6 great dining options, and time for you in the luxurious Drift Spa. Visit islandresortandcasino.com today. Here's Knebel. Fowler, Diaz, Carpenter. And the Brewers with a 2-run lead. Fowler 0 for 3, lined to right field his last time. Knebel's first pitch. Fowler took a strike outside corner. 96 from Corey Knebel. Enters today's action. His 14th appearance, no record, 146 earned run average. And the 1-strike delivery. This is a little low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Knebel pitched in yesterday's game, an inning in the 3rd against Atlanta. 1 hit, 1 strikeout. Stranded one of the 2 runners he inherited. 1-1 pitch. Curveball down and in. 2 balls and 1 strike on Dexter Fowler. Plenty of time for Knebel against Dexter Fowler. Time with the Cubs the last 2 years. And now switching his stripes to Cardinal red. The 2-1 pitch. Hit foul, third base side, and it's 2-2. Fans, before all Sunday home games, check out Children's Hospital of Wisconsin Family Sundays at Hellfair Field. Play catch in the outfield, run around the warning track, and meet Bernie Brewer and the famous Racing Sausages before every Sunday home game at Miller Park. Knebel at the belt, and his 2-2 to Fowler. Fouled back to the screen. High fastball. And got the netting behind home plate. 4 runs, 7 hits, couple left for the Crew. 2 runs, 9 hits, and 7 left for St. Louis, including leaving the bases loaded in the 1st inning. Knebel kicks and deals. Curveball just missed a little low. Good spot And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes on Dexter Fowler. Aledmys Diaz is waiting on deck for St. Louis. Bullpen cranking it up for the Cardinals. 3-2 pitch. Just missed inside, and it's a leadoff walk to Dexter Fowler to get things going for the Cardinals in the 7th. First time he's reached tonight, and Aledmys Diaz, a single and a home run coming up. U.S. Cellular text the booth question today comes from Jeff in Fond du Lac. Wanted to know what the all-time series between the Brewers and the Cardinals is currently at. It's 129 and 185 in favor of St. Louis at this point. Knebel deals, and it's high, nearly popped in and out of the glove of Manny Pena. 1 ball and no strikes. Brewers have actually been better here in St. Louis, especially at the new Busch Stadium. 45 and 54 all time. The 1-0 pitch popped up foul just below us in the press area. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's your all-time record between the two teams. One ball, 1 strike on Aledmys Diaz. Appreciate the text the booth tonight from Jeff in Fond du Lac on the U.S. Cellular text the booth line. Dexter Fowler driven back to first base on a head-first dive. 1 ball and 1 strike on Aledmys Diaz. 4-2 Brewers, and it's getting late in St. Louis. A hold, and now the 1-1. Strike on the outside corner. Burn that edge at 95. And Diaz down to the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Knebel pitching in the 7th inning here tonight. Usually we've seen Jacob Barnes in this spot. And a throw to first. Fowler back with a dive. Fowler with just 1 stolen base this year in 1 attempt. Hadn't been on base all that much. Not walking a lot. Came in hitting .234. On base with a walk to start the 7th. Another throw to first, and back again with a dive is Fowler. $36,323 here at Busch Stadium tonight. Announced. 1-2. Knebel at the belt. And the pitch. High with a curveball. And Manny Pena out to have a word with Corey Knebel before another pitch is thrown. Arcia and VR having a chat behind the second base bag as well. They've been awfully busy tonight. Brewers have turned a couple of double plays. They've bounced into 3. Nearly turned another double play a couple innings ago. 2-2 to Aledmys Diaz. A jab step from Fowler in the pitch. Hit foul. Right side, second deck. Fan had it in his hand and dropped it back into the lower level. Two and 2 on Aledmys Diaz. The kick and the pitch. Lined at VR. Caught it. Throw to first. And they got him. Doubled him up. Not traditional, but a double play nonetheless. The line drive to VR. He fired back to Aguilar. 2 away. Carpenter coming up. Hit it right at Jonathan VR. Didn't waste any time and fired back to Aguilar to turn away Dexter Fowler. Third double play turned by the crew. Now it's Carpenter. He's hit the ball well today. A home run, a walk, and was robbed of extra bases on a spectacular diving catch by Keon Broxton in the 3rd. Brewers put the shift on in the pitch. And it missed outside. 1 ball, no strikes. That is a huge confidence booster for Corey Knebel. This is a team last year that he faced 3 times, and they beat him twice. Got 7 runs in just 2 1/3 innings against Knebel. The 1-0. A strike at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. 7 runs, 9 hits. He walked 5 and struck out 4. This was Corey Knebel's kryptonite last year, the Cardinals. A scoreless inning here in the 7th could turn the page. 1 ball, 1 strike on Carpenter. No batting gloves per usual. Here it is. Hit foul off the screen, and Carpenter with a big cut at that fastball at 96. A ball and 2 strikes on Carpenter. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Brewers will have the top of the order due up in the 8th once they get there. And against the new pitcher, too, more than likely, Kevin Segrist. 1-2 coming. Swing and a miss. They got him. Corey Knebel walked the leadoff man, but he's able to strike out Matt Carpenter, get the double play in between, and get out of the inning unscathed. We head to the 8th in St. Louis. Brewers lead at 4-2.
Truck drivers. Schneider, an industry leader since 1935, is hiring drivers now. Search all driving opportunities near you with a quick zip code search at schneiderjobs.com. Limited time sign-on bonuses, too.
Pitching change for the Cardinals as the Brewers' top of the order is scheduled in the 8th inning. And they've got a 4-2 lead. Now facing left-hander Kevin Segrist. And to tell you all about Segrist and the rest of the play-by-play, here's Bob Uecker.
All right, Jeff, thank you very much. Cardinals running their big promo as they do each and every day. Maybe twice a game sometimes. Big old horses from the beer company here in St. Louis. Ever watch Bizarre Foods? Andrew Zimmern would eat them all.
Sauce or no sauce?
All right. Kevin Segrist all set to work. Jonathan Villar is the batter. And the opening pitch in the Brewers' 8th inning, a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. I like watching that program. Bizarre Foods. Andrew Zimmer. If it's not nailed down or painted, he's going to eat it. 1 strike on Villar. Strikeout, 2-run home run. A walk and a run scored for Villar tonight. And the pitch. Swing and a miss again. Segrist, fastball just off the outside. Baseball brought to you in part by Usingers. No matter what you think or your favorite sausage may be, Kent brought a couple tonight. Cooked them up here and had him in the booth. He's chomping down right behind us. The pitch. Villar smash up the middle and a base hit to center. Jonathan Villar with a base hit to lead things off here in the 8th inning. Kent, did you bring brats from home? Did you? Good. Nice. You're chomping on them up there. Pretzel, soft pretzel bun. Nails. Pretzel buns keep forever. They really do. Kent packs a sport coat, puts a couple of pretzel buns in the sleeves. They keep nice. 1 on with nobody out. Eric Thames is the batter. Segrist to first, and Villar is back in time. No matter what you like, your favorite sausage, make sure it's Usingers. Top it off with some Cedar Crest ice cream. The new cooler in the booth in Miller Park is doing very nicely. Villar, pretty good lead. And the pitch. It's a strike on Eric Thames. Pretty good move. You liked that move, didn't you?
That was tremendous. My 3 years here, the best move we've ever made.
It's not only for us, it's for our guests. Ice freezer and Cedar Crest ice cream. And a win here tonight to start off this series would really be nice. Now Segrist backs off. One strike on Eric Thames. Runner aboard, Jonathan VR. From the stretch, the left-hander is ready. Here he comes again. VR running, and Thames knocks one to center. Going to be caught out there by Fowler, and that takes care of Thames. One down. Here comes Domingo Santana. Usinger's been around Milwaukee for a long, long time. Wisconsin owned and still owned. Family owned, you bet. 125, 126 years. Long time. One man out now, a runner aboard. Cardinals own the hit column, 9-8. Brewers lead by a pair at 4-2. Segrist is running and deals, and he dropped one down low off the inside corner, and it's ball one. Crowd tonight, 36,323. Didn't all show up, but that's what they sell pretty much each and every day. In the 40s normally. Great franchise. One of the greatest in all of sports. Segrist to first, and back in time is VR. This is Busch Stadium number 3, I think. That old ballpark, neighborhood ballpark. Old Busch Stadium. Spent many a day there myself. 1 ball and no strikes. Quick toss, and they got VR, and he knew it. Segrist, that was his A move there. He just backed off real quick like, and VR never got back to the bag, not even close. 1-3 on the pickoff. And now with 2 outs. Santana waiting on the pitch. Swinging a bullet in the left center of base hit. Pickoff even bigger now. Could have been 2 on. Here's Travis Shaw. Yeah, old Busch Stadium, seated about kind of like a Fenway Park or an older Wrigley Field, seated about 32,000, 33 maybe. And one of the great ballparks in all of baseball and all of sports for that matter. I mean, it was a neighborhood ballpark, and they had 2 teams here at that time. The St. Louis Browns and the St. Louis Cardinals. And the pitch. It is off the inside corner, and it's ball 1. Very small clubhouses, both sides for that matter, home and visitors. And a chance to play and dress in both. Sadly to say, it was during the offseason. Strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-1.
Did you break in?
I didn't play during the season. I didn't get to undress or dress during the season, so I did it during the off season. No, it was a great old ballpark. Now the stretch. Runner goes, and a swing and a bouncer hit to Colton Wong, and he's going to throw out Travis Shaw to end the inning. And then, of course, the next Busch Stadium, number 2, was built right next to this place. And this one is a dandy, too. All right. Top half of inning number 8 is over. It's still 4-2 Brewers.
The The world's largest music festival will be here before you know it and celebrate Summerfest 50.
Vacation that lasts a lifetime. It all starts this May with the $1 Million Big Win slot tournaments at Potawatomi. Thursdays and Saturdays, play in exciting slot tournaments for a shot at slot play and one of 4 trips to the Vegas Tournament of Champions $1 Million event with a $1 million grand prize. You've got a million.
Busch Stadium number 2. That as a visitor, I remember that. And then, of course, this Dandium facility here in St. Louis. It's a good one. All right. Jacob Barnes trying to hold down the fort now. 4-2, Brewers lead. Cardinal half of inning number 8. And the pitch. It's in there, strike one. Good fastball from Barnesy at 97. Barnes appearing in game number 14, the kick and the pitch. Too low off the outside and backhanded by Manny Pena. 1 ball and 1 strike. From the windup, here he comes again. Down low and away, and it's 2 balls on a strike now. Little cut fastball that time from Barnes. Hits are even 9 apiece. Brewers have a 2-run lead. The pitch. Too low again and off the outside at 97. 3 balls on a strike. Jed Jerko winning on the pitch to him. Swinging and a drive in the right center. This is big trouble. Warning track at the wall. Gone for Jed Jerko. Jed Jerko with his 3rd hit tonight. He's 3 out of 4 and his 5th home run of the year. Barnes had to come in there that time. A knee-high fastball at 97, and Jerko jumped all over it. It's 4-3 Brewers. Here is Stephen Piscotty. One ball and no strikes on him. First home run given up by Jacob Barnes. Here he comes again, and he missed off the outside, and Manny Pena says, timeout. Got to talk things over here. 4-3 Brewers. Cardinals own the hit column now, 10-9. That's the 3rd home run for St. Louis tonight. Diaz and Carpenter went back-to-back in the 5th. And now Jerko to lead off in the 8th. And the pitch. Too low. 3-0. Brewers bullpen. Nothing doing out there. Barnes cranks it up again. Dropping one down low, and it's ball 4, and the tying run is aboard. And there is nobody out. DJ is heading out for a quick trip and chat with Jacob Barnes. Now the Brewers bullpen gets busy. Barnes, the 4th pitcher used by Quick Counsel tonight. Hasn't worked since Friday in that series against Atlanta. Worked the 3rd, gave up 3 hits and 3 earned runs. First time this year for him. All right, up by 1. Brewers still have the lead. Now Yadier Molina. 0 for 3 tonight for the Cardinal catcher. Barnes sets. Throw to first, runners back. Oliver Drake is up for the Crew. Barnes tonight looks like he's trying to overthrow a little bit. Trying to get too much on. He's been so good and free and easy, and that one's way outside, missing 1-0. Chris Maloney with signs from third. Tying run aboard. Stephen Piscotty. 1 ball and no strikes. Barnes deals again, and this one a broken bat liner, left center on base hit. The tying run is going to move to third, and the Cardinals are in business now with nobody out. Little broken bat flare into left center field. Piscotty easily to third, and Molina aboard at first. Randall Grichuk is up there now. Barnes in a major jam. Tying run 90 feet away. The lead run for St. Louis is Yadier Molina at first. All right, Grichuk is in there. Leadoff home run, a walk and a base hit. And the pitch. That's too low, and it's ball 1. 11 hits now for St. Louis. One and nothing. Barnes is ready. Long look. And here it is. That is off the inside corner, and it's ball 2. Molina at first is only 2 steps off the bag. No threat there. Piscotty, the runner at third. 2 balls and no strikes. Grichuk tonight a couple of hits. Swings and fouls on a play. Had a rip at that one. He has 2 singles and a strikeout. Two and one on the St. Louis left fielder. Colton Wong is due next. Barnes is set. And the pitch. That is a strike on the inside corner. 2-2 on Grichuk. Right-handed batter. Barnes has the sign. Ready to work. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a high inside fastball. All right, one away. Here's Colton Wong. Oh for 3 tonight. Make that 0 for 2. Hit by a pitch. Well, they've got a double play situation now. Barnes trying to pitch out of it here. First and third with 1 out. Barnes is ready. For Colton Wong, swinging a roller. Barnes is going to pick this one up in foul territory. 1 strike on Colton Wong. Barnes in a jam here. trying to get out of it. Manny Pena out there to talk with Barnes, along with Shaw, Arcia, and Villar. Wong, the Cardinals' left-handed batting second baseman, came in tonight at 258 with a home run and 9 runs batted in. All right, Wong back in there. Piscotty at third. Molina aboard at first. Barnes sets again. Here it is. Wong took one too low. That one off the outside corner at 91. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 man out. Brewers infield playing back. Travis Shaw about even with the bag at third. Aguilar holding to Yadier Molina. The stretch for the 1-1. Here it is. That one drops in there nicely. On the outside corner, it's ball 1 and strike 2 now. Greg Garcia in the on-deck circle for St. Louis. Right now, it's Jacob Barnes against Colton Wong. The pitch. Swinging a bouncer off the glove. Flipped past Arcia at second by Villar. And the run scores, and the Cardinals have tied the game. That ball caromed away from Barnes. Villar had a chance to backhand it and flip it to Arcia. Couldn't make the play. It's going to be a base hit for Wong. But Villar had a chance. I don't think they turned the double play. But the play might have been made. It wasn't. It's going to be a base hit for Colton Wong. The Cardinals have tied the game. And Greg Garcia is the batter. Barnes got a glove on that ball. And it caromed towards second base where Villar tried to make a play. I think Barnes got a glove on it. See how they scored. I think it was a base hit off the glove of check swing on a strike. And it's 0-1 by Greg Garcia. If Barnesy makes the play, they got a double play. But he couldn't handle it. Tied at 4 apiece now in the 8th inning. Cardinals a 2-run 5th, a 2-run 8th. Only 1 out here. Wong and Molina are aboard. That one dropped low and saved by Pena. New baseball put in play by Brian Gorman. 4 apiece here. Brewers had a 4-0 lead until the bottom of the 5th. 2 then for St. Louis. Back-to-back home runs. And now 2 here in the 8th inning. Greg Garcia back in there. Barnes is ready. Here it is. Swinging a bullet. Villar. Arcia 1. Relay, yes, for the double play. Get out of it with no further damage, but St. Louis has tied the game. They get 2 runs to tie it. 9th inning coming up. 4 apiece.
Breadsticks, just $1.49. Maple pancake wraps, corn dogs, and nachos, all just $1 each? Yep, this week only at your neighborhood Quick Trip. Stop by for great daily specials as we celebrate the start of baseball season. The Brewers are in full swing, and those summer plans are
to get funding from their phones. Download the mobile app, and you can complete the application in minutes and access funds anytime. Cabbage has provided over $2.5 billion in funding to 90,000 small businesses. Download the Cabbage app today or call 888-CABBAGE. That's Cabbage with a K, K-A-B-B-A-G-E.
620 WTMJ.
See if the Brewers can battle back here against Sang-Won-Oh. On for St. Louis now, and Manny Pena is going to lead things off for the Crew. All right. Oh is ready, and from the windup, here's the pitch. Manny took one right down the middle, and it's 0-1. O has saved 6 for St. Louis. Manny Pena sends one softly into center. Colton Wong backpedaling. Makes the catch on that one. Here's Jesus Aguilar. How about right now? Knock one out of here. From the windup, here it is, and that's a swing and a miss. One strike on Jesus Aguilar. New sign, now the pitch. Swinging a foul off the netting near the Cardinal dugout. One out. We're in the Brewers' half of inning number 9 in a game tied at 4 apiece. Molina setting down low and away, and here comes he struck him out. Oh my. Low outside splitter, and Aguilar chased it. Keon Broxton coming up now. Broxton tonight, a couple of strikeouts and a grounder back to the mound. Here's the pitch by and Broxton looked at one right down the middle. One strike on Keon. Cardinals on the hit column tonight, 12-9. St. Louis is stranded 8 in the game. The pitch. Little high off the outside with that one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here he comes again. Check swing. Did he go? Did not. Dan Iasonia, first base umpire, made that call. 2 balls and a strike on Broxton. Sang-Won-Oh winds again. Here it is. Broxton lines one into center, a base hit. 2-out base hit for Keon Broxton. Orlando Arcia coming up now. Runner on with 2 outs. Broxton will run. Arcia tonight has bounced out, struck out, and walked. Base hit number 10 for the Crew. Broxton, 3-4, 5-step lead. Checks him and deals. It's too low off the outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Cardinals have come from behind to tie it. Brewers trying to grab the lead again here. 2 down, 9th inning. The stretch, the pitch. Runner holding, that's good for a strike on Arcia. And now Molina wants to talk with Sang-Won-Oh. Trevor Rosenthal at one time was the Cardinals closer, and those of you who follow baseball, if you know about Trevor, hard thrower, real hard. He took the loss in that game against Cincinnati yesterday. But this guy has taken over the closer's role. Seng-Won Oh. Not a big, hard thrower. Throw to first, and Broxton back. 1 ball and 1 strike. The splitter is good for Oh. 1 ball and 1 strike. Broxton, a big lead now. He's got another step. Carpenter holds to him over there. Throw over there, and close play, but he's back. One ball and 1 strike. Orlando at 241. 3 home runs for him, 9 driven in. Now the pitch. Runner holding, swinging a fly ball, left center and deep. Playable and caught by Grichuk to end the inning. Brewers get nothing. They had a hit, leave a runner stranded. And at the end of 8 1/2 innings of play, now the Crew wants to get 2 extra innings. We're tied at 4 apiece.
Summerfest 50 is right around the corner.
A partner.
Oliver Drake has come on to work the St. Louis half of inning number 9. And he's got the top of the order. Fowler to lead off. Fowler tonight is 0 for 3. And a pitch. In there, a strike, 0-1 on Dexter Fowler. Reached on a walk back in the 7th inning. Oliver Drake. Here he comes again, and Fowler out in front of a splitter. Big swing and a miss, 0-2 on him. Drake is in his 7th game for the Crew. And the pitch. That one rides a little bit high and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fastball at 92 from Oliver. Drake ready again. Here it is. Low and away. There's the splitter. Last time out for Drake. That was on Tuesday against Cincinnati. He worked an inning and walked 1. 2-2 on Dexter Fowler. From the stretch, here it is. Struck him out swinging. Splitter down low and in, and Fowler went after it. All right, 1 down. Here is Aledmys Diaz, who has homered tonight. It is 5th of the year. Back in the 5th inning. Cardinals went back-to-back. Diaz and then Matt Carpenter to get on the board. Pitch drops down low and away, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. One man out. Bottom of inning number 9. Drake ready and deals, and that's a swing and a foul back. 93 on a fastball from Oliver Drake. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. St. Louis half of inning number 9. The pitch. Swing and a pop fly, foul and out of play. Ball 1, strike 2 on the right-handed batting St. Louis shortstop. Ready to work. Here it is, and that one dropped low and popped away from Manny Pena. Two balls, 2 strikes. from the stretch. Here it is. Swinging a bouncer, hit to short. Arcia picks and throws him out by about 5 steps. 1 out away from getting to the 10th. And here is Matt Carpenter. Carpenter tonight has walked, line to center, hit a home run, and struck out. Drake ready. Here it is. Carpenter hit it foul. 1 strike on the left-handed batting St. Louis second baseman. Carpenter came in tonight at 243. And the pitch. It drops low, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Post-game show will follow our broadcast tonight. All the other action around baseball today and tonight. 1-1 with 2 outs. Carpenter waits. Here it is. Bouncer hit fair to Jesus Aguilar, and with Drake covering, that takes care of the Cardinals in the 9th. We've got extra innings in game 1. 10th coming up, tied at 4 apiece.
Mr. Baseball Bob Uecker and his pal Tony.
What in the world are you doing, Bob?
Great beer, great responsibility. 2017 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Average analysis 12 fluid ounces, 96 calories, 3.
This is Dick Linings to keeping things refreshing for 150 more. Lining Kugels.
Jacob Lining Kugel Brewing Company.
10th inning is on for the Crew, and stepping back in to call it for you now, here's Jeff.
All right, thanks, Uke. It'll start with a pinch hitter for the Brewers. Hernan Perez will hit for Oliver Drake. Scoreless inning with a strikeout for the Brewers right-hander. First pitch to Perez. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Going out there for his second inning of work. Gave up just a base hit to Keon Broxton in the 9th. Perez stepped out on one of the hottest hitters in the lineup for the Crew. Hernan Perez hitting .262. Looking for his first pinch hit of the year. He's 0 for 2. The 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 called outside edge at 92 miles an hour. 0-2 on Hernan. Jonathan Villar to follow, and then Eric Thames. Play him straight up in the outfield. The 2-strike pitch. Hit right on a line, dropped by Wong. He picks it up, throws to first wildly. Perez avoids the tag, and he's safe. What an athletic play by Hernan Perez. As Colton Wong had it in his glove, and he dropped it, and then threw wildly at first base. And Matt Carpenter did not get over to the bag in time anyway. They will give that an error on Colton Wong. He could do it on a couple of different things, the dropped catch or the bad throw. They opted to give it on the bad throw. Perez on base. That's the most important thing for the Brewers. To be able to stop in his progress towards first base, avoid Matt Carpenter in the middle of the baseline, and go touch first. Great play by Perez. Now it's Villar. Sets and deals. He squares the bunt, lays it down first base side. That's a perfect sacrifice. Carpenter picks it up, tags out Villar, and the go-ahead run now in scoring position in Perez for Eric Thames. And before he hits, 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Brewers Radio Network.
The home of the Packers, Brewers, and Bucks. We are Wisconsin's radio station. WTMJ and WTMJ HD, Milwaukee.
Along with Bob Uecker and our producer and engineer Kent Sommerfeld, Jeff Levering with you from Busch Stadium in St. Louis. And Eric Thames has been walked intentionally. The Brewers do not have a man on deck. Domingo Santana was scheduled to hit but he did not have a bat in his hand, nor was he ready. He was in the dugout. And with this new situation where you don't have to throw a pitch to intentionally walk anybody, Domingo Santana not ready to hit at the present moment. So Eddie Cedar, neither was the bat boy. Bat boy was not out there running to grab the bat or the gear from Thames. So Eddie Cedar from third base came down, picked it up, and it was a good move. It bought Santana a little bit of time. The Domingo going to come up. No hacks after the intentional pass to Eric Thames. And a chance to give the Brewers the lead. A double, a single, a line out, and a strikeout. 2 for 4 for Santana, hitting in the 3-hole tonight. One out, I should say, and 2 men on. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. A little tardy on the breaking ball. And it's 0-1. Santana, who hit 2 home runs yesterday against Atlanta, drove in all 4 runs for the Crew in their win. A double and a run scored tonight. Double play depth up the middle. Outfielders shading to the opposite field, and now Santana calls time as O and Molina having a tough time getting on the same page. 4-4 game, top of the 10th in St. Louis. Second extra inning game of the year for the Crew. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball in tight. It's 0-2. Best fastball of the evening from O at 93. Travis Shaw waiting next. Perez with great speed at second. Thames, good speed at first. 2 strikes. Here's O. Lined foul. That one upstairs, and Santana able to get a piece of it and stay alive. Has yet to see a really good splitter from O. He saw a slider on pitch number 1 right out of the gate. Fastballs since. 2 strikes on Santana. Good opportunity for the Crew in the top of the 10th. The 0-2. Low and in the dirt. He went to the splitter that time and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Domingo. Brewers' last extra inning game came on April the 7th. Their only one this year against the Cubs at Miller Park. Brewers won that one 2-1 in 11 innings on a wild pitch. Trying to take game 1 of this 4-game series on the road in St. Louis. Tied up 4 apiece. The 1-2. Got him looking right down the middle with a slider. And Santana looking back at Brian Gorman asking a couple of questions. Pretty good pitch from Seung-Won Oh. Now it's up to Travis Shaw. Second strikeout for O. Little meeting at the mound between the shortstop, Aledmys Diaz, Colton Wong coming in there as well to chat with O, and Yadier Molina. Shaw at the plate, 1 for 4. A base hit back in the 6th. Perez the runner at second. Thames the runner at first. O kicks and throws. Shaw took a slider for a strike, and it's 0-1. Inning started with that error by Colton Wong at second base. Dropped the line drive by Hernan Perez and then threw wildly at first. Another meeting at the mound between Molina, O, and Aledmys Diaz. Trying to get on the same page with their sequence of signs, I'm sure. After the sacrifice from Jonathan Villar, Thames was intentionally walked before Santana struck out. Perez with a good lead from second. The 0-1 to Shaw. Swing and a miss. Swung over the top of a fastball down and in. No balls and 2 strikes. Better part of the 36,000 plus have left the ball game. But the fans that are here are standing. The 2-strike pitch. High and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. O has been all over the strike zone. That was his 24th pitch. And he's thrown 19 strikes. Now the 1-2. Swinging a high fly deep into right. Piscotty back. Track wall. Gone. 3-run homer on a 2-strike pitch. And Shaw hits a 3-run jack. 7-4 Brewers. He went to the well one too many times with that slider. And that one had some hang time on it anyway. Travis Shaw hits home run number 6. Brewers with a 3-run lead, and here comes Mike Matheny to take the ball from O. Another Wisconsin Lottery Powerball home run for the Crew, and that one says good night to Seung-Won Oh. 7-4 Brewers as the U.S. Cellular call to the bullpen has been made. Appearance. Sokolovich on the pitch for St. Louis. Right-hander making his 9th appearance. He's given up 12 runs on 15 hits in 10 1/3 innings. And the batter will be Manny Pena, 2-for-3, including an RBI single back in the 4th. Base is empty after the 451-foot home run by Travis Shaw. So Kolovich into the stretch, and his first pitch to Manny Pena is a little high, 1 ball, no strikes. Brewers have scored their 5 runs. That means you get 5 burgers for $5 at any George Webb restaurant until midnight tomorrow. Here's the 1-0 to Manny Pena from Sokolovich. Ground ball left side, a dive by Jerko. He's got it, gets up, throws to first in time, and Pena is the final out of the 10th. Damage done for the Crew. 3 runs, 1 hit, a costly error, and nobody left. Bottom of the 10th is next. Brewers lead at 7-4.
1-inch deluxe hanging basket, $17.99. Fire up the grill with Cowboy hardwood charcoal. Get the low price of only $6.99 a bag. Make old look new again with Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch Spray Paint, just $2.99 a can. And Trail Mix is on sale. Stock up on your favorites. 2-pound bags, only.
Brewers closer Neftali Feliz coming in to try and hang on to this 7-4 lead in the bottom of the 10th. 1 change to report, staying in the ball game and playing left field, Hernan Perez. He led off, reached on the air, and he's in left field for Eric Thames. The pitcher's spot, now the number 2 hole in the Brewers lineup. Perez hangs in there, and now it's Feliz to face Jed Jerko to start things in the bottom of the 10th. Feliz, 6 saves, 7 opportunities, 11 strikeouts in just 10 2/3 innings. Last pitched in the ball game yesterday. Walked a batter, got a double play, and then a pop-up. The ball game was over. Here's Jed Jerko, 3 for 4, including a homer in that 8th inning. The pitch from Feliz. And a strike at 95 miles an hour right down the middle to Jerko. Feliz kicks and deals. Swinging a high fly right center. This is trouble. Broxton at the track, and it is gone. Solo homer. Jed Jerko. He leads off the bottom of the 10th with home run number 6. It's a 2-run lead for the Brewers at 7-5. And Jed Jerko is some kind of hot against the Brewers. He has 10 hits in 16 at-bats this year against the Brewers, including 3 homers. Here's Stephen Piscotty on base 3 times. First pitch, a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Benefit of having a 3-run lead, that's just a solo homer. Here comes the 0-1 from Feliz. Fastball, strike 2 called at 97, 0-2. For Neftali, the 4th home run that he has allowed. Feliz has the side, and the pitch to Piscotty. Slider off the outside edge, and it's 1-2. Oliver Drake with a scoreless inning in the 9th, and a perfect inning at that. 2-run lead for the Brewers, a ball and 2 strikes on Piscotty. Here it comes. Fastball high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Piscotty looking out at Neftali Feliz, getting his sign from Manny Pena. Couple of shakes, and now here he comes with a 2-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Blew him away with 98-mile-an-hour gas. 1 away in the 10th. Now it's Yadier Molina. There was no messing around with Feliz in that at-bat. Just coming right at him. Molina, a base hit in 4 at-bats. First pitch from Feliz. Fouled straight back and just below us. 0-1. Brewers had a 4-0 lead until the bottom of the 5th. Cardinals got 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 8th to tie it. Brewers with that 3-run home run from Travis Shaw in the 10th. It's 7-5, bottom of the 10th inning. The 0-1. Molina took it off the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Randall Grichuk in the on-deck circle for St. Louis. Activity in the Cardinals bullpen. Brett Cecil throwing. 1-1. Hit in the air. Center field. Long run for Broxton. He's there. Puts it away. 2 gone. And now it's Grichuk. He's the last hope for St. Louis. Grichuk, couple of singles today and a couple of strikeouts. 2 outs and nobody on for the Cardinals. Brewers trying to take the opener of this series. Feliz at the letters. Here he comes. Check swing. They will appeal, and he went. 0-1. 7 runs on 11 hits for the Crew. They've stranded only 4. 5 runs, 13 hits, and 8 left on for St. Louis. Feliz ready, and a pitch. Ball outside, 97-mile-an-hour fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Feliz has the sign he wants, and the pitch. Hit in the air, left center. Long run, Perez. He's on the warning track, and he makes the catch as he and Keon Broxton collide, and the ball game is over. Who is going to go get it? It ends up being Hernan Perez. He scored the go-ahead and the eventual winning run, and the Brewers today in 10 innings beat the Cardinals 7-5.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball has been brought to you in part by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Usinger's famous sauce for Wisconsin Toyota dealers. And Jeff, they get game 1 in this 4-game series.
Dramatic fashion, 10 innings, 7-5 the final score. Final totals for Milwaukee. 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They stranded 4 on base. For the Cardinals, 5 runs, 13 hits. There was 1 error and 8 men left on. Oliver Drake picks up the win. He's 1-0. Seung-Won Oh gets the loss. He's 1-1. And Neftali Feliz gave up a run, but picks up save number 7. 3 hours, 9 minutes it took to play this one in front of a crowd of 36,339.
We are looking for our Chevrolet star of the game.
How about Travis Shaw? Game winner in the top of the 10th, 3-run shot. First day back in the lineup after getting hit by a pitch, too.
All right. Brought to you by Chevrolet, proud sponsor of Brewers baseball. Visit WisconsinDriveChevy.com today to find a dealer near you. That's our game report for tonight, folks. We'll be back with you again tomorrow. Airtime for the On Deck Show, built by Menards, is 6:40. And then Game 2, Willie Peralta against Carlos Martinez. Until then, this is Bob Uecker along with Jeff Levering and Ken Sommerfeld, inviting you to stay tuned for the TravelWisconsin.com postgame show. Jeff's got that coming up next. Once again, the final score tonight. It took extra innings to do it, but it's the Brewers 7 and the St. Louis Cardinals 5. So long, everybody. You are listening to the Brewers Radio Network.
Hi, I'm